Hello, sunshines! Welcome to Bunnyfish Crafts. I'm your host, Heather, known as Bunnyfish on all of the social media places. Today is Saturday, January 24th, and I am hanging out at my boyfriend's house with Lux. Hi, teeny girl. You're very beauteous. Yes, look. You don't know about that, but I can keep petting you? Okay. And I am nested for the next several hours. My boyfriend is at work, and if you're new here, I nest. I have a, I don't know, ADHD, autism nest going on. So, I mean, I get up probably every 15 minutes to go do a task, something small. Just so that I'm not sitting all day, but I do have an array of things to work on, look at, do while I'm sitting here. Would you like to see? So I have my 2024 journal to finish up. I think I have 12 pages to go before it's done, and it's not like full pages. Like some of them are quite empty, but also like this just needs this part filled in. So I'm getting there. I have a coloring sheet. I have some mending to do. I have this fingerless mitt that I have started working on the thumb portion for. And I have 3 more rounds, and then I'm going to try it on and see if it's long enough or if I want to extend the thumb. I have the second fingerless mitt to cast on, which I'm going to do when I finish knitting this granola sock, which is a pattern by Tin Can Knits. This mitt right here is kind of using the increase rate for the World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits, and the yarn is Fiber Nymph Dye Works, an extended inversible set. So same colors but different stripes. The thick stripes on this will be the thin stripes on this. So here is the granola sock. I'm almost to the toe. I'm very, very close. The pattern is written for sport weight yarn and has the pattern going down the whole foot. I am using fingering weight yarn on a US size 0. All of my knit projects this morning are on a US size 0 because that's what I need to get the gauge that I want. And using the largest size in that sport weight pattern is going to give me the size sock that I need. So I'm very, very close to that. Less than 10 rounds to go before I start the toe. And I also have my mitten project because it is so cold. Last I checked the weather, which was probably an hour ago, it was negative 7 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very, very cold. So Lux and I are just gonna stay cozy. Are you staying cozy? You're watching? You're keeping us safe? I'm watching Ange of Yarn and Yarns right now. And I also have my book open. This is House of Earth and Blood, first book in Crescent City trilogy. So those are my plans. It's just to stay cozy with her for the next while. And hopefully make good progress on things. Look at how cute you are. Just a babyest girl. Yes. So it's at 10 rounds for this mitt, for the thumb. I think I want to go 20. I think I want it to be, I mean, these are, the mitt is fairly long. It covers my pinky completely. So I think I would like the thumb to be similar to that. Like long, keep my fingers warm. That's the plan. Hey, sunshines. So among other things that have happened today, I made it to page 349 of the book and still plan on reading, but that's exciting because my goal was to get to page 300 in this book. I also finished the sock. I finished the thumb on the mitt, although I only wove in the ends on this sock. And I'm through the thumb gusset on this mitten. Very exciting. I feel very proud of how far I've gotten. Oh, I don't think this morning I said what this yarn is. So the mitten that I'm making is Cattails Yarns. I'm talking and I didn't say hi to you and that was offensive. Hi. Anyway, this yarn is Cattails Yarns. It's a silver stellina base and the colorway is gray Aja. Hello sunshines, it is Sunday the 25th of January and we have a snow day tomorrow. We had a cold day on Friday. We have a snow day tomorrow, which is honestly very lovely. And some of my colleagues were like, oh, blah, I don't want to make up days in June. But honestly, I would rather make up a day in June. Because it's the end of the year and it'll just be a pretend day anyway. So, I'd rather make up a day than be unsafe driving. I think we're at about 5 inches right now. Excuse me, of snow, and my neighborhood definitely isn't plowed, but even the bigger roads around here, the plows are not keeping up and salt is doing nothing because it's 12 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's probably less now. It was 12 degrees last time I looked. So, snow day tomorrow, and I think that tomorrow will be a day for finishing a few things. This, I feel, is possibly the easiest thing to finish, just because it's small. I can work on it. My children are being loud. I can work on it while I'm reading, and it is the second mitten using the Cattails yarn. So I want this finished because it's cold and I want to be able to wear my mittens. I went outside for a hot minute today and I wore my one finished mitten and I wore my one finished fingerless mitt. It worked. But you know, I'd kind of like to have this done. I also brought home on Thursday the pink granny rectangle blanket. And I am on the final round of granny clusters, but I just started it. So I've just barely started the final round. And then if I have enough black yarn, I would like to do a crab stitch. Oh yeah, I'm not going to have enough yarn for a crab stitch. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough yarn for another round of granny stitch, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for the granny round, and then if I don't have enough, I'm going to pull it out and do crab stitch because I only have that much yarn left. I think you can see. It's not a ton of this Super Value, Bernat Super Value black. And then I don't think that I'm necessarily going to finish the reading blanket tomorrow, but I would like to either tonight or tomorrow get to this corner, which will be my third corner, but only my second side finished. So I'll like officially be more than halfway done with the border, and then, you know, make good progress on this, so that I can finish it by the end of the month. I feel like it's very doable. I just have to do it. And speaking of finishing, I don't think I showed you Maleficent. I did finish her. Can you see that I put beads on there like I said that I might instead of doing French knots? I think she looks really good, even though she's imperfect. And I definitely went off script with the backstitching on that side. It's fine. I think it'll be fine. I think it's fine. I did also attach Happy Birthday 2026. It's not my best finishing job that I've ever done. I am out of practice. I did use the hoop that they gave me in the kit. The felt was like just a little too thick for me to have both layers of fabric under the hoop. I'm kind of like, oh, should I pick up some ribbon and glue it around the outside? But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think when it is hanging on my best friend's wall, it's not even going to matter. So I'm just going to let it be what it is. And I think it looks really good. And then not a finish. Oh, wait. One more thing that I want to finish tomorrow is Dope Sick. I'm very close. I'm on page 295. There's more than 306 pages in this book, but there's only like 306 pages of reading because after that it's like acknowledgments and what is this? Like references, notes. It's called notes. So I'm almost done. So I will finish this tomorrow, and I want to work on the mermaid for my daughter's cousin. I want to finish, the goal is to finish this tail part of the mermaid. I don't like making stuffed toys, so I'm just doing a few rounds at a time. And I am about a third of the way, like round-wise through the tail. Not stitch-wise, because it gets bigger all the way up. But I would like to do that. Oh, there is one more thing that I would like to finish tomorrow. And that is the first mini monster. So I might tonight finish the knitting of the body of the monster. I'm almost done. I'm closing it up. I need to get out my stuffing and stuff it and close it. And then I have to do the arms and legs. And I kind of want to give it a skirt or a tutu. So yeah, I want to finish that tomorrow too. That's a lot of things that I want to finish tomorrow. But it's a snow day, and as we've previously discussed, snow days are magical days, full of so much possibility. Hey sunshines, it's Monday the 26th. It's about 10 a.m. on this glorious snow day, and I have my first finish. Well, I have to cut the yarn and weave in the tail, but I only have this much black yarn left, so I feel really good about my yarn usage in the pink blanket, and I will spread it out on my bed in a little bit when I'm ready to de-nest. So I'm not going to say that I need this piece done this year, but I have had this cross stitch going for a long time, years. I don't know how many years. Started it sometime after 2016. Could have been any time. I don't know. I do know that my friend Haley sent me this kit, and I don't have the picture of what it's going to look like, but it's kind of like a little something you would put on a coffee bar. Like this is going to say coffee. This says cappuccino, and there's something on the other side. Oh, latte is over here. I don't know. It's really, really cute. Maybe if I can figure out what it is, I'll put a picture. But because it's a snow day, and snow days are magical days, and the sun is beautiful in my room today, I want to put in a strand. Just a strand. And then keep this like in my awareness and maybe work on it this year. All right, so one strand got me almost all the way through both of the eaves for coffee, and I did some of the back stitching around the eaves because I don't love back stitching, so I'm not trying to do all of the back stitching at the end. If you saw from Maleficent, that's not my jam. But I noticed that brood is crossed in the opposite direction as the F was. And no way was I picking that out. So I'm just going to make sure that all of the crosses in coffee, I don't even know if you can see, but I can see. See, like this, these are crossed on top going from upper left to lower right. And these are crossed lower left to upper right. I'm just going to make sure that all of the crosses on coffee are the same. And then, I mean, it's what's done is done. I'm not pulling it out. It's fine. It's fine. I just thought that was so funny that I made that mistake. But yeah, I feel really good about that. I kind of want to work on it more, but I have projects that like I need to work on. So I think I'm going to put this, instead of away in a cabinet or a basket or something, I think I'm going to put it on my shelf of stuff that I try to touch every week. And, you know, as long as the sun is cooperative, maybe put a strand on this every week. Hello, sunshines. It's Tuesday, the 27th of January, and I am hanging out in my nest at home. It's very exciting. It's not even 5:30 yet, and it's so gloomy out, but that's okay. Hi. What did I come here to talk about? Oh, I remember now. It is turning out to be a very animal-ish, animal-y year for gifts. So my niece requested a 3-foot mantis, which I'm actually really excited. I don't think I've talked about this. My friend Haley is amazing. Found a pattern. I purchased it. I haven't bought yarn for it yet because I really feel like there's a bin in my basement with Karen Simply Soft in it, which is the called for yarn, and it probably has green. I just have to go find it in my basement. That makes it sound a lot more traumatic than it is. It's not that, like, it's arduous to do. I just don't want to. right now. I'm not motivated to go look for it. There's only one of two places it can be, so it's not arduous at all. I just don't want to. So there's that. And then my oldest kiddo has requested that I make her a scarf with dragons on it. And she sketched out the dragons. I asked her if she could put it on a chart for me. So she's going to do that. And then my aunt sent me today a video of, what was it? An opossum scarf. So like it's got the head on one side, like the head and the front arms on one side, and then the back legs and tail off of the other end of the scarf. But she wants it longish. So yeah, I have to figure out what yarn I want to use for that, because in the video they used like, what is that? Like eyelash yarn. I don't really want to do that. I'm thinking maybe I want to do like a Surrey yarn. So it's still fuzzy, but more enjoyable for me. And I worked with Knit Picks Surrey lace, whatever that's called, several years ago when I made the sorrel sweater for myself. And I enjoyed that yarn and I enjoyed working with it. So I'm thinking that. And I don't know. I don't know what I want to use with that. Like, do I want to order yarn to go with it? Like a merino yarn to go with it, like in a possumy color? I just don't have a lot of neutrals in my stash. So I got to think about that. Because I also don't want to put Surrey with like an acrylic yarn like that. You do you. I'm not judging if you did it, but for me, like that just feels like a mixing of genres. So I can't do that. But yeah, that's kind of exciting. I guess I should remind my youngest kiddo and my nephews that if they want to have a say in what they get for winter holiday gifts, they need to get that to me in the next several days, because I require requests to be made before the end of January so I could like plan out projects accordingly. I can talk, I promise. Anyway, I am really excited about my reading blanket. I only have 2 yarns attached right now. There's the other one. Because I finished the first 2 rounds. So that's really exciting. And I just counted and I only have, I'm going to recount. Maybe I made a mistake. Hold on. Okay, it's good that I recounted, because I was going to tell you that I only have 10 things to finish, but I actually have 11 that I need to finish with the final, well, not the final, the 4th of 5 rounds, but that's only 11 more of these bumps, and it's only the outer 2 rounds, and then go back and do a crab stitch around everything, because I just think a crab stitch is going to look so cute. I love crab stitch. The nice thing about crab stitch, though, is that I don't have to look at the blanket to do it. Not that I kind of have to look at the blanket to do these rounds, but mostly it's because of the spacing in between the bumps, like making sure that I am single crocheting where I'm supposed to single crochet. So this seems so doable. I'm so close to having it done by the end of the month. I am super excited. So yeah, I'm hoping for another 2 or 3 hours of crafting as I watch vlogs or read. Hopefully I'll be doing both of those things, not simultaneously, but both of those things will happen tonight. And I said that I wanted to finish this mini monster on, what was it, was it yesterday on the snow day? Is that when I said that? I don't remember because that was a long time ago. Whenever I said that, I said I wanted to finish it. Maybe it was over the weekend. I did not. I didn't want to do I-cord. I'm kind of thinking maybe I won't do like actual I-cord, and maybe what I'll do instead is chain up and then slip stitch into the bump on the back of the single crochet. Nope, not the single crochet, the chain back, and then improvise the hand and feet, because that seems less annoying than doing an I-cord, but I haven't decided. So this is my first motivational monster, but look, it's off the needles. I just have to do all of the fiddly parts. So arms, legs, some sort of face, and maybe a skirt for this one. I did, though, get really, really far on the second one, so that's exciting. Did I tell you I finished Dope Sick? I did. I met that goal. I finished it. So good job, me. Very proud. It's very sad. I mean, of course it is. It's about the heroin epidemic. So a lot of talk about death. A lot of really staggering statistics. And yeah, even though the article talks about Roanoke, it really sucks. Like, I know a lot of people who I grew up with who struggle with heroin. So, yeah. It was a good book, but it was sad. Which means with finishing that, I have met all of my reading goals for January. I'm still reading. What is this called? House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I'm still reading it, but my goal was only to get to page 300, and I have well surpassed that. I was trying to see if I could find my bookmark. There it is. 458 pages. And I still have several days in which to read it. I'm not going to push myself to try to finish it this month, but I feel really, really good that I have finished all of my reading goals. What were my crafting goals? I should probably look at those. It's Thursday. I'm at school now, so here are my goals. And the only one that I don't have done is finish reading Blanket, but it's happening. It's happening because the month doesn't end until Saturday. So even if I barely work on it today and tomorrow, I have Saturday to finish it. I'm going to finish it this month. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hey, sunshines. I wasn't going to really talk about this blanket until my wrap up at the end of the month, but I just finished, it's Wednesday night, the 28th. I just finished the first skein of yarn, Loops and Threads Color Craft, and it got me to 18 inches. And I think I want to make this blanket 72 inches tall, so I'm going to need 4 of these total. I have 2 more right now, so 3 total. So at some point, I'm going to have to pick up another skein. So I'll just have to pay attention and grab another skein when it's on sale at Michael's. And my youngest has decided what she wants for her holiday present this year, which she'll actually get at any point this year when I finish it. She wants a blanket in pink and purple and blue. Sorry, my oldest came to talk to me, and I don't remember what I was saying. I think I was saying that my youngest has decided that she wants a blanket that's purple, blue, and pink. And so I'll be picking up those skeins also. Oh, I think I was saying that I I'm not sure if I want to make her a wool blanket or an acrylic blanket. She is very knitworthy. She would use it all the time. But I don't know. Oh, I'm so very tired. So very tired. Because work is being really stressful right now. One of my colleagues went on leave, the music teacher, and instead of getting her whole day covered, they only have coverage for part of her day, which means that classes have to be absorbed into tech and art. So I feel excessively tired for only having taught 2 days so far. Excuse me. I feel excessively tired. It doesn't feel like it's been 2 days of teaching. But it's fine. It's not, though. It's for probably a month. So, yeah. Our teacher is also like, this is rough. So, also today, making me even more tired, is my oldest kiddo had her first kind of like driving hiccup. We got home and it's very snowy here still. Like, the main roads are super clear, but the subdivision roads are not at all. And so, like, I have a parking spot and there's enough space to like get in and out of my parking spot on the street just fine. But my kid overshot it and got my car stuck in a snowbank and then had to dig it out. It was fine. It didn't take too long to get it out. Maybe like 7 minutes, but that's very stressful because anything car related just feels so stressful to me. Cars stress me out. I have car trauma for real. So it's fine though. My car is out and reparked correctly, and like, I am so proud of me because I felt very like in the moment, but I did not respond very like, I stayed calm because my kid didn't mean it. She's new. She's doesn't have very many hours of driving yet. It's her first winter driving. Driving in winter is tough, even when you've been doing it for a while. And, you know, I've not this year, but historically, I have gotten stuck in the same place on the street as where she got stuck. So, yeah. So I just feel very tired. I thought maybe I wanted to, like, crochet or knit or do something tonight, but it's our late night because my kids had D&D and then we went to dinner at my boyfriend's house. So, I don't know. I think I might just read for a little bit and go to sleep early. Also, I've been sleeping terribly for the past 4 or 5 days. I've been falling asleep after midnight and getting up sometimes before 5. So it's been rough around here in the sleep department. Okay, yes, I'm gonna go read. Good morning, sunshines. It's Thursday the 29th, and I connected the 4th round, and now I am doing crab stitch. It's very exciting. I might finish this before the end of the month. That's so exciting. Because I have today and tomorrow. Are there 30 days in January or 31? 31, right? I'm finishing this blanket this month. I'm going to meet all of my crafting goals this month. It's going to happen. I'm gonna do it. I only have this much yarn left from this ball, but I do have the other partials. Yeah, so these are from the other 3 rounds. So I guess I'll attach this one next because it's the next smallest, and then this one. And I'm not going to use up all of that through the crab stitch section, but I think I'll probably use up this one, which would be exciting because I don't want to have a ton of this sitting in my stash since I now know that this yarn felts and has to be taken care of in a specific way. And yeah, I'm kind of thinking, this is ridiculous, but I'm kind of thinking that maybe I want to make an elephant and felt it for my coworkers. One of them is pregnant with twin girls. You might remember that I started that pink star blanket. So I kind of want to fish that and make like a pink blanket and a purple blanket maybe. And then they have an older brother. The twins have an older brother who's right around 1. So maybe I want to make him a stuffed elephant. I don't know. Thinking ahead towards February a little bit. So we'll see. I have a few days to come to my senses about that because that would be the 7th stuffed toy that I want to make in the next 2 months. So it's still Thursday morning. So one of my students gave me this sweatshirt of theirs and they were like, can you fix it? And they gave it to me earlier this month and I was like, oh, give me a week. It's been more than a week, but I did fix it. This is not my best fixing job right here, but it was kind of a weird tear, but like not really a hole, but just, I don't know, it was weird. But it's repaired. Hopefully they and their siblings can get a lot of use out of it still. Hello, sunshines. Happy Saturday, the 30th of January. It's the last day of the month. And I am feeling really good about like what I read and what I made this month. And of course, I'm thinking forward to what I want to read and craft this coming month. So that's always really fun. But I do still have one project on my goals to take care of. Reading goals wise, though, really quick, I am on page 606 in Crescent City, and my goal was only to make it to page 300, so I've done more than double my goal in that book, which is exciting. I still have 200 pages to go, so I'm not finishing it this month. I'm probably not even finishing it this weekend, although maybe. We'll see what tomorrow is like. We'll see what this evening is like reading wise. But that feels really good to like have exceeded my reading goals. I do have one project though that I really want to finish today. Of course, I am talking about my reading blanket, but look at this. So this is a corner. So I'm almost to this corner. And then I have one more side, one more complete side to go. And then 10 of these like fin things to go on one side. So totally doable. It's only like 10 o'clock in the morning. I have plenty of time today. My boyfriend is already aware that I am not leaving my house until I finish this blanket. And honestly, if I just sat and did it, it wouldn't take very long. But I do have some other things to do, like record a wrap-up type video. I don't exactly know what that's going to look like. I have to like figure that out in my brain and like mentally prepare for that. But I also kind of want to finish another project. Look how far I got on the second fingerless mitt. Yeah, I'm doing great on it. I have just a little bit of this dark gray to go, and then a red stripe and a white stripe, and then the thumb. So I kind of want to finish this today, but this I can take to my boyfriend's house because it's small, it's portable. That can be something I work on at my boyfriend's house, but I would like that finished today. And a few things to show you. I went ahead and kind of like even more finished this ornament because I felt like, I mean, the back is still not like neat, but I feel like when it's hanging on a wall, you're not going to see it. And now it feels actually finished. I think I'm happy with it now. And hopefully my best friend likes it. And if she doesn't, I'm not really going to know. It's fine. I finished also my bookmark for my sister. So I think last time you saw it, it had part of the A and this little yellow, I don't know if it's a sun. I don't know. But I added the flowers on the side and I finished the A and I stitched it. And is it the best sewing ever? No, but it's the first time I've made one. And I put it on the corner of a book to see if it would work as a bookmark, and it worked. And I am pleased with it. Hopefully my sister will like it when I give it to her someday eventually. I know I told you I finished Dopesick, but I don't know if I showed you the square. So here's the square for Dopesick. And then look at how far I am. So I think since last you saw it, I've added all of the pink bits. So that's really exciting. There's not that much left to go. There's this cactusy thing here with some back stitching. There's a little bit of back stitching here. And then filling in this pot. So that's, I don't know, that's really close. That feels really good. Because it's just been sitting there for like 2 years. 3 years. 2 years? I don't know. It's been waiting for a while to be finished. So February finish, I'm hoping. Oh, it's so cute. All right, let me go get my day started. Bum, ba, ba. I have finished the border. Do you want to see how the blanket looks? Ba-da, ba-da. Here she is. So beautiful. No yarn attached. So I can sleep under it without any yarn attached. Oh, it's so pretty. Let me give you some stats. I started this blanket May 13th, 2023, and finished it January 31st, 2026, which means that I had about 6 months worth of reading to catch up on when I started the blanket. This might be my favorite square, or it might be that one. I read 26 books from 26 different series in this. A few of those were full series that I read. Oh my gosh, it's just so pretty. And it's a total of 180 squares. So it was rows of 12, and I did 15 rows. I'm so pleased with this blanket. It's so beautiful. I love it. And my last FO for the month is these mitts made out of Fiber Nymph Dyeworks extended inversible sets, which I believe Lisa is intending to sell just like the extended inversibles, but only one skein of each. So if like you wanted one of these, but not the other one, when she recovers from surgery, I think that's her plan. But I'm excited. They are finished. Yay! How many of my 12 cast-on projects does that bring me up to finished? This is my 5th 12 cast-ons finish of the year. So that's pretty good. And I've made solid progress on 6 of the other ones. The only one that I haven't worked on at all is the Partying It Up sock, but everything else I've worked on this month. So good job, me. Very, very proud. All right, friends. I hope you have had a at least middling January. I hope February brings us even more good things, because we could use some good things, even if it's just moments of little beautiful projects like this one. Bye for now, friends.